The voice is Super Speedway Kings coming at you. MaxspeedTV, Bobby with all the freaking hobbies on a Tuesday. It's time for the best of the best in Super Speedway racing. Every single one of these cats are champions. And every single one of these cats think they're going to win this race tonight. Never a dull moment with the Super Speedway Kings coming at you. Two fast repairs is what they're going to get tonight. We'll see how the green flag pit stops pay out on this. You guys stick around for the anthem. We'll get back right into some of the best racing in Super Speedway on iRacing, period.
Can you see by the dawn's This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching Max Speed TV.
Welcome back, everybody. Max Speed TV. Bobby with all the hobbies coming at you here. Super Speedway Kings on a Tuesday night. Like I said, the best of the best. All these guys are champions at one point or another in Super Speedway racing. 2 fast repairs is all they're going to get tonight. That is it. We will find out how well teams work together. You got some guys in here that are loners. They don't have any teams. And then you got guys in here that have a bunch of teammates. It all depends on what we're going to watch tonight. Some guys will be up front in what I call the rocking chair, where you're supposed to be safe as in your mama's arms. That's not necessarily the case sometimes. You're going to have guys sitting way back in the back of the pack watching everything, so they do not have to use one of their fast repairs. And here we go. The lineup for tonight's race. Row number 1, the 90. Mr. Gary Jenkins. Beside him, the 19-year-old Sebastian Marin. His only girlfriend is well, let's just say iRacing's his greatest fan of all. He loves it, and he's good at it. Keep an eye on him. Row 2, the other one I like to call the snake, and that's Gabe Butler. He'll get you before you even know it. It's just like a rattlesnake. Beside him, the 16, the league owner, Mr. Jimmy Crow. Love him or hate him. A lot of other leagues, they don't like him. Why? Because he puts on the best shows in super speedway racing and iRacing. As he says, loves to be hated. Keep an eye on him. Row 3, the 052, Joe Della Vecchia. Beside him, the 02, one of the twins, Seth Gruber. Watch him on the high side with his brother. Row 4, there's his brother, the 01, Patrick Gruber. Beside him will be the Rick Seabrands. Row number 5, coming right at you right here, Kevin French Fry Farice. He's on fire. Beside him, Mr. Josh Milam. Row 6 to 54 of Travis Turnimere, the 04, last season's champion, Mark the ladies' man. And I don't know why. Like I've said before, I've seen the pictures, and all I can say is woof. Row 7 to 42, Jason Kirkland. Beside him, the 95, James Mayer. Row 8 to 48, BK Anderson. The 411 to Mr. Tom Dixon. Row 9 to 46 of David Overstreet and a 044, Daniel Lewis. Row 10 to 96, Mike Rumpkus. The 000, flat out call him Giovanni. Row 11 to 429, Mr. Paul Witness. 75, William McKellar. Row 12 to 15, Noel Coors and the 131 of Steve Hoppett. Row 13 to 78, Donald Stewart, and Yo 71 of Eric Lowry. 14th row 74, Robert Jordan, and the 40, Brian Edwards. Row 15 to 44, Anthony English, along beside the 020. I'm just calling him Simon because I ain't even got to attempt that second last name. Row 16 to 22, James Moen in the 171, or Robert Rock beside him. The 17th row 41, Tracy Weaver in the 448 of Andy Bergante. Row 18 to 11, Robert Felzine in the 510, Richard Sanchez. Row 19, 101, Randy Miner to 45, Todd Siebels. Row 20 to 14, Dave Bingle in the 55, the Van Halen man himself, Mr. Dean Wilkinson. And that will be it. Like I said, 2 fast repairs is all they're going to get tonight. You will see all kinds of hard racing going on tonight. These guys don't care if they're at Daytona. They don't care if they're at Talladega. You're going to see 3 wide racing guaranteed. Jenkins is on the bottom of 23. Sebastian Marin from the Banana Republic, wherever the hell that is, up on the top. Green flagging Tuesday night Super Speedway King. Jenkins down in the bottom, now up top, Gabe Butler. Della Vecchia is going to be your pusher on the inside as we ride along with Della Vecchia. Now these trucks are totally different than any of the cars. When you're running super speedway, you can breathe on the truck wrong and you're gonna make them loose. They are a handful. The cars, you can beat the tar out of them. It's not gonna hurt them. The stability's really good. These trucks, not so much. That's why it's so important when you push, you make sure you're square to that bumper. If not, you're gonna have a bad day, and so will everybody else. 3 wide, the 95, James Mayer stuck right in the middle. You want to know what it's like? Riding around with him. And coming into the picture on that right side, you can see him. Will be the 429, Mr. Paul Witt. It's a little tight, to say the least. Doesn't scare these boys one single bit. And of course, let's not forget the all-important Mr. Jimmy Crow in the, if I can find it, the ham sandwich truck. There he is in the Ziploc bag. What a sponsor to have. Marin in the middle with the ham sandwich king himself. Jimmy Crow doing the pushing out on that top line. Doesn't surprise me one bit. We're talking about the 0-2 up here of Seth Gruber with 429 Paul Witt doing the pushing. Welcome everybody out in YouTube. Appreciate you guys hanging out. We always have fun. I might not know what I'm doing, but we are having fun. That's the name of the game here. I'm sorry, the name of the simulator. Fun. You got a driver you want me to holler at? Let me know. I'll say whatever you want. I don't live by any of them. As a matter of fact, I think, I'm not positive, but I think Les Levy is the one that painted that. Wonderful design on Jimmy Crow's ride right there. And it had to take hours and hours of design work to get that good of a ham sandwich. I'm telling you what, I'm so freaking hungry by looking at it, I could just take a break and go get one myself. Sebastian Marin down on the bottom in a rocking chair, doing a great job right there, and he's got his buddy with him, Mr. Gabe Butler. Now, normally Butler's hanging around in the back, just keeping an eye on the whole entire field. I think he's changed his tune. He is liking it back up front. And, of course, the number 4, the pusher in that middle row, pushing Jimmy Crow, Rick Seabrands. You can see that shiny, pretty blue. Chevrolet right there. I gotta be honest with you, if I had to sit behind Jimmy Crow in a race with that ham sandwich looking at me, I'd be starving to death. Still 3 wide right back here. Keeping an eye on him. Giovanni. The 000. You want to talk about chrome, for the love of Pete. Take a look at this thing. He says that chrome gives him 2/10 quicker. I don't know, but I know Stevie Wonder or Ronnie Millsap can probably watch him all the way around this track. Who knows? Maybe that's why he painted it like that. Sebastian still down on the bottom. B.K. Anderson peeking his head out. And there he is. That Home Depot ride. Nobody going with him, and he don't seem to care. He's coming. Like I said earlier, when it comes to pushing with these trucks, you better know what you're doing. Riding right here on the roof with one of the greats. Talking about Gabe Butler. He shoves him all the way into the turn and he backs off like a wise man. And then he'll line himself right back up to that bumper as he comes out of that turn and get one more good shove before the tri-oval comes at you. And he'll back off just a tad. And then when he comes right back up out of the tri-oval, he'll probably give me another little boost here. And then get lined up for that backstretch. Now we got a little 3 wide action going a little better now. Seth has got some help. And who does he have? Well, Patrick's got some help. I'm sorry. Patrick's in the 01. And that's the twin brother. This is how close they like to get. Marin down into the bottom. Whoa, Butler goes up and hits the double yellow, goes down and hits the double yellow line. Manages to gain control of it. Talladega, it's not a big deal. And now we got ourselves our first wonderful caution. And I'm seeing some slow boys right here. Oh, let's take a look and try to see what happened. might be up here in front of these guys. I'm not sure. I just seen these. Yep, it is. Oh, you see the 1.5 coming right in your screen. That's Noel Coors. Let's take a look. Boy, oh boy, you lock them brakes up, huh? Let's see where it's at. Maybe we can get a little better picture of it right here. It might be behind these guys. I'm not sure. Somewhere in this area here, I think. I could be wrong. Sometimes they'll bottleneck up here on the bottom, and that can cause a situation. Well, here it is eventually. There it is. They kind of bottled up a little bit. He got out of it, but the 44, he had a good run going, and he could not get his foot out of that thing. So Anthony English is going to send Noel Coors for a ride. And boy, watch him hang on to that puppy. You can see English going around up top. He's trying to hang on to his as well. Now, is anybody going to run into him? That's the question. And they're all going to come down pit road. Every single one of them. And why not? After they come in and they come out, Tracy Weaver, 33rd. He did 33rd to what? It's saying 12th. Let me see what's going on here. Right now, I've got 1 and 1 and 12 on the other, so. Sebastian Marin is going to be out number 2. Patrick Gruber, 3rd. Joshua Milam, 4th. Giovanni 5th, Gabe Butler 6th, Jason Kirkland 7th, 8th is Della Vecchia. Mr. Paul Witt 9th, and 10th is Seth Gruber. Tracy Weaver. Gonna be leading these boys around here. Everybody's still on the lead lap, all 39. Not sure what happened right here, but it looks like Jimmy Crow is... I think he's MIA. It appears to be so. So he either had an internet problem or he ended up having to do something else. I'm not sure. Yeah, here we go. Things are looking a little more like it now. Marin's going to be at the bottom. Patrick Gruber will be the number 2 man up top. Your pushers, Josh Milam and Mr. Jason Kirkland. Now, Milam can push. Ain't no doubt in my mind. This guy, he can push. There's about 4 or 5 of them in here that really stand out. I think they'd rather push than win. And he happens to be one of them, I believe. $14 out of 77 in the books. We've only had 1 caution. As they line themselves back up. Nice and tight. – So you think you got what it takes to run with these boys in the Super Speedway Kings? Hit Jimmy Crow up. You better be quick with the finger, though, because it usually fills up in about 5 seconds as far as the room goes. Yeah, here we go. Back at her. Marin down on the bottom, being pushed by Milam. Up top, the 0-1, Patrick Groover. And who's he got pushing him? Oh, he's got the 42 of Jason Kirkland. And away we go, 3 wide, but it looks like Seth is going to be a lone wolf, but look at that. He squeezes her right back in line. No harm, no foul. These guys are no dummies. They know to keep that 0-1 and 0-2 apart if they can. When those two brothers hook up, look out. Now, the one guy that we're missing tonight in this whole entire roster, and I hope everything's all right with him, and that'd be my buddy, J.D. Crow. He's another one that loves to live life on the edge, up against the wall, 3rd row. But I do not see him at all in here tonight. So we'll give a shout out to him and make sure everything, hope all is well with him. BK Anderson all the way back here to the 21st position. Riding right there. Whoa, we got trouble up front. You can see him spinning around. That's going to bring us out another caution. That's going to make the whites of the eyes of one Jimmy Crow turn red. See if we can find out what happened on this bad boy. And we can see it happen right there. Watch the 74 in the middle. Hanging out, relaxing, and he drifts down and he catches that right front of Gabe Butler. Obviously not intentional, but nevertheless, he did drift down. And he caused this one. And it's a doozy. You got a lot of cats right here. Now, I don't know how much damage Mr. Butler's got running up here, but he's got some serious damage on that back end, I believe. You can still see him turning around towards the back here. So that's going to be the second caution of the night. And right there it is. 5 lead changes. 19 laps in the books out of 77. And they will all come down pit road. Every single one of them. Groover brings him down. There's your top five: Groover, Marin, Milam, Witt, and Kirkland. Seth is going to be sixth. Let's go through all these puppies. How's that? Patrick's going to lead them around. Sebastian Marin second, Milam third. Fourth is going to be Paul Witt. Daniel Lewis fifth, Seth Groover sixth, seventh, Jason Kirtland, Joe DeVecchia eighth, ninth, Robert Felzine, and 10th, Mr. David Overstreet. As you see Patrick playing with the pace car, 1 minute he's a truck, and the next minute he's, I don't know, some kind of a car. There he is, inside him. Inside the pace car. That's about as close as you're going to get right here. Doing fine, Michelle. How are you? Michelle happens to be BK Anderson's mother. Always hangs out, chats with us. Appreciate that. A lot of mothers out here. Now, I want to take a look. As you can see, he's coming in. He's got to come in and not use one of his fast repairs. And he's going to keep getting that truck worked on. And so far, so good. I do believe he's taken care. Yep. You're not seeing any issues at all with that bad boy. After being hit in the back end there. Patrick's going to be at the bottom. Sebastian Marin will be up top. Your pushers is going to be Milam and Witt. And just to let you know, here comes BK out of the pits. He is 34th position. On the lead lap. Everybody's on the lead lap. "21 out of 77 laps is in the books tonight. Super Speedway Kings, MaxspeedTV. If you're not a subscriber, go subscribe. We're working on 9,000 subscribers. Big prize for the 9,000th subscriber. Back to green flag racing here at Daytona. And trouble right there. You can see the mess. And that's going to bring out another caution. And for the life of me, I'm not really sure what the heck happened or where. And there it is, right up front. Go back and watch this one. Now, there's a good possibility, if I can get the right picture of it here, somebody may have missed a shift right here. There's a little bump. Wait, there it is. That's what's happened. I think he's missed a shift. And we'll be able to find that out when we go in truck camera and we'll listen to this. And I'll turn it up. And there it is. He went to change gears and it did not go into gear. And when that happens, well, you get your ass ran over. That's simple. And boy, was this the big one. I mean, there's some nasty hits going on in that mess. These guys are still hitting each other. Not quite sure what the heck that's all about. You'd think they could get it under control. But yeah, that was the big one. Watch these guys right here. Watch the 78. This tags the 22 a little bit. He goes to take right back off again. And he's going to get hit. I mean, these guys are just banging each other all to pieces right here. Nobody's slowing down out there, Mr. Levy. Now, everybody else in the pits getting some work done. Except for this guy, Mr. Overstreet. He did not go in. He stayed out. As a matter of fact, let me see. Am I number one again? Can't tell. Yep, sure am. Johnny Cash says I'm number one. If Johnny says it, then I can go along with that. Now, he's out here leading the show, and I will pinpoint out something to you. See how that's pushed in right there? That could be a real issue when you're trying to push this guy, especially when he's up front. That could create a big problem right in here. Something to keep an eye on when you're pushing. You can easily turn him and send him that way. John, what did you see at Walmart the other day? I gotta be honest with you, not one single thing can you tell me would surprise me at Walmart. That place actually, they scare me. And of course, folks, don't forget to hit the old like button. Let these guys know you appreciate them. They are having some fun out here. Somewhat aggressive, but hey, you miss a shift in front of the field, well, it happens, and I can tell you right now, I bet he's in disbelief. Paul Witt's going to be up top. Delavecchio will be pushing him. Sebastian Marin on the bottom. He will be pushing Mr. Overstreet. $27 laps, or 25 laps in the book out of 77. Your quick race summary, bingo. 3 cautions so far, 7 lead changes. And just by accidentally having a shifting problem, these guys are going to be back here in the 27th position. And you're right. I'm going to have to talk with Overstreet. If you're going to put Johnny Cash's face on that puppy, it's got to be black. He's the original man in black. And here we go. Green flag again. Super Speedway Kings. Everybody got through the gears okay. Marin's up top. Paul Witt doing the push. Him stuck him right in the rocking chair down on the bottom, right in front of Overstreet. John, you saw my Dube wipes at Walmart, huh? I told you it's a real thing, man. I couldn't believe it either, but it is. There's gonna be a lot of Dude wipes given away tonight, unless these guys settle down a little bit. Paul Witt drops it right down in front of the 23 of Sebastian Marin. They say the kid's from Banana Republic. I'd like to know where that's at, because you know what? I happen to like bananas. Anything banana. I like it. These guys back here in the back. Wilkinson doing what he does best. That's back here, and he watches. And whoa, there's some trouble. The 44 hard into the wall. I mean hard into the wall. And that will bring out another caution. And if I'm not mistaken, it looks to me like, if y'all want to watch it, we'll watch it right here in slow motion. But the 78 came right up and went to give him a push. But he knocked the shit out of him is what he did. Put him right up into the wall. And boy, you want to talk about a butt pucker factor? Right there's two of them. That 45 of Todd Siebel's. Watch this. We'll ride with him. Just misses him. Thinking that'd be a pucker of about 10, maybe. But anyway, the 78 gives the 44 a nice little ride up into the wall there. A shot. And so far, we are not going to see we've not seen any green flag pit stops. As you can see, all the boys are coming in. And who's going to lead them out? Looks like it will be Sebastian Marin. Paul Witt, I think, is going to come out there in second, I believe. But we got a couple cats that did not. Jason Kirtland and Seth Gruber did not come into the pits. So it's going to be Kirtland and Gruber. Then Sebastian Marin and Paul Witt. Joe Delavecchia 5th, Seabrand 6th, Turnamere 7th, Lewis 8th, Bingle 9th, and 10th is going to be Sanchez. Mark Mann, last season's champion, here he is 13th. And speaking of which, I think this is the first time in a long time, if you guys hang out with us on Tuesday nights on YouTube, Mara Clark, she's the truck owner of Mr. Mark Mann. She is not here tonight. And that's a first. Hope everything's okay with her. Anthony English, kind of having a rough night. And you know what? He has still not used the fast repair. He's getting it fixed whenever he comes into the pits. He says, I don't need no stinking fast repair. We'll talk to some of these guys, but most of them, they have their own little team channels on a totally different network, so I'm unable to talk to these guys, some of them anyway. Kirkland's on the bottom. Seth Groover will be up top. Your big race summary. 4 cautions so far. 9 lead changes. And I'm looking to see, and I'm not seeing him anywhere. It's a good possibility. I think Jimmy Crow, he had to get out of here. Not sure what happened, but he is definitely not in the building. Not on the track, and he's not in Discord. So we hope everything's okay there. Having some fun here. The SSK boys, 31 laps out of 77. For those of you that hit the like button, thank you so much. Appreciate it. I know these guys appreciate it. For those of you who didn't, you suck. I'm just joking. Hit that like button for these guys. They'd appreciate it. And by the way, if you get a blister for hitting it, the league owner will send you a Band-Aid. As they're coming at us, coming into the turn 1. Gonna run over Digger. Paul Witt right in the middle. As you see a couple of these guys in the back trying to gather things back up. Some of them might be heading to the back. Whoa! I saw that one in a corner of my eye. Both Groover brothers are involved in it. I'm not quite sure if these guys went to a party before they came to this race or what. But something's just not happening here. You see him getting out of line right there. And let me look and see if I can get one of these guys to get a better look. I don't know. We'll try it. And right there is... He got really loose, I think. I'm not sure. Trying to figure out what number he is. Should be the 131, it looks like. And who is that character? Oh, I'm not even... There he is. Steve, hop it. Try to see what happened here. Steve's hanging out. Doing good, and all of a sudden he decides to drift right down to the left. Oh, an iRacing incident there, kind of, but he drifts right back up to the top. So he's, you know, he's, you know what? I'm just going to say what I see. He kind of driving like he's drunk right now. I don't know. You see him coming down a little bit, and he almost scratches that 14 machine. And that's Dave Bingle, and now he comes right back up and he drills the 0-2 of Mr. Groover. As you can see, his brother hanging out for dear life, and he's just going to come right in and drill him. But all of these guys are involved in this mess. Mark Mann trying to stay out of it the best that he can. I'm not sure if Mark was able to stay out of that mess or not. It looks like he was. Take a look and we'll watch him. He comes down, he comes up. Mark hard on them brakes. Look at that. Fishtails down through the grass. No problem whatsoever. Awesome job by Mr. Man. And that's going to be caution number 5. 34 laps out of 77 in the books. You know what? If this keeps up, it's a good possibility the pace car might lead the most laps of the race tonight. We'll see. It's happened before. I mean, it does happen. Don't ever count out that pace car driver. Laps led, the highest one, 13. So when this is over with, the pace car will have led the most laps so far in this race. Any takers for the pits? Doesn't look like there is. Unless you're way back here in the back. Some of these cats. Paul Witt in the autism ride. There it is. With the MaxspeedTV sun visor right across the top. What a guy. Thanks. Looks good. Paul Witt and Hoppet, the one that kind of caused that last incident. Here he is, leading the show, and somebody's missed a shift right here, and that's going to bottleneck these guys up. But no harm, no foul right here. They managed to keep all the wheels on the ground and heading in the right direction, so we will be caution-free on that. Just as soon as Hoppet took the green flag, he was leading it. In the blink of an eye, he dropped all the way back to the 8th position. And Karen, you're right. It's not fun for the Groover brothers tonight. I don't know if they got a bullseye on that car somewhere or what. Seabrand's in the middle of the rocking chair enjoying life, and here comes Sebastian Marin right there in the middle, and he's got the 42 of Kirkland pushing him. Paul Witt down in the bottom. He's pushing the 4 of Seabrand's. All I got to say tonight is thank God for 2 fast repairs. As you can see, they're doing 3 wide back here, and here he comes, the 55 of Mr. Dean Wilkinson. All by himself up there, nobody with him, nobody wanting to play. Hey, you got to get him some help now. And here comes that 25 machine. That's Kevin French Fry Freese. And here comes the Groover. That will be Patrick. He's going to join in on that 3rd line. Sebastian sees a little momentum on that bottom line. He comes down and he slams that door quickly and grabs some momentum off Seabrands and the boys on the bottom. There's Mara Clark. Nice to see you. We were getting worried about you. Didn't know what the heck happened to you. A little heavier racing up top. These guys are coming, being led by Dean Wilkinson up there up against the wall. Only a 3-truck train up there, but you know what? They're getting it done. They are making some moves. You can see them bumping up here. Della Vecchia and Paul Witt. They bounced off each other once right there. Mark Mann, he's worked his way up into the 9th spot. Now, the first 12 are kind of bunched up here a little bit. Then you got to come back to some of these other cats back here. I'm thinking they're going to take it easy. You can see them all just kind of chilling back here, and they should be. But up front, nose to tail, the first 15 trucks. And we've made it to halfway, so that's a good thing. Sebastian Marin. He may have to sit on a pillow to see over the steering wheel, but whatever it is, it works for him. And whoa, you can see a little trouble going on right there. And that's going to bring out another caution. Trying to figure out who all was involved right off the bat. And I do believe I seen the 411 of Tom Dixon go for a bit of a jump in the air. So let's see if we can find that one. We'll slow her down right here. The 54. He gets Swerving Irvin Happy right there in the middle, and he's going to cause that one. Hey, you can see it. We'll slow her down. He comes out of that turn. You see him coming up. He tries to catch it, brings it right back down. That's when he catches that 511 and goes right up and catches the 25 and takes out the rest of these guys. A lot of these guys trying their best to miss these. And again, I don't know. Mark Mann his rig must be completely covered in a rabbit's foot. Watch him. He misses another one. What reaction time he's got. Unbelievable. Great job on his part, let me tell you. As they all come in, we're still waiting to have a green flag pit stop. And it's not going to happen, Captain. Not yet, anyway. 43 in the books of 77. As we got a race to come out. Your leader, Dave Bingle. He says, the heck with it, I ain't coming to the pits. I'm going to lead these boys around here. I'm tired of getting beat up. Bingle's going to lead them. Marin will be second. Jason Kirkland third. Joe Della Vecchia 4th, 5th, Mark Mann. Dean Wilkinson, 6th, 7th, Paul Witt. Joshua Milam, 8th, 9th, Giovanni, and 10th, Travis Turnermere. Now, to save face, so nobody gets butthurt, by no means, it's a possibility there could have been a malfunction in the rig that caused some of these incidents. I am only going what the replay shows. Sometimes, Paul Harvey, you get the rest of the story afterwards. Sometimes there's problems with the rigs. So I will throw that little tidbit out there. Bingle started 39th. Now again, it's really important that when you take off on a restart, that you don't miss a gear. We've already seen it happen once. And if you miss a gear, well, that's bad news because you get ran over by everybody. A lot of these guys, they'll go, being a super speedway, some of them won't change tires for a while, depending if they got to get a full tank of fuel or not. So if you are running on some lapped tires, it's easy to spin them. But spinning them and doing a power shift or just flat out missing your gear, well, that's bad. Because that'll get your butt ran over. James Mullen, Seth Groover, Noel Hooers, and Jimmy Crow. Those are the ones that are out of the race tonight so far. And I might sound like a broken record, but here we go, back to racing again. Mark Mann up by that top line, being pushed by Paul Witt. As Kirkland takes the rocket chair down at the bottom. Wilkinson making it 3 wide. Waiting patiently for a little help, and he's going to get it because he's going to get the boy from Banana Republic, Sebastian Marin, right there on his butt pushing. And you wait a little bit, you're going to get Patrick Groover in the 01 up there with him too. Mark down on the bottom. Oh, the 78. He's getting squirrely in the middle. I don't know, Jimmy Crow. You might want to drunk test or test these guys for. Make them blow on the little thingy for an alcohol test or something, man. They are just crazy tonight. Yeah, we got all kinds of trouble way up front. That's going to take, well, most of these guys out. Again, Mark Mann. Misses that big one, it looks like. See if we can find it right here. Let's slow it down. You can see they're 3 wide right there together. But something happened up here. And where is it at? Still waiting patiently for it. Still waiting patiently. About the time I speed it up, it's going to happen and I'm going to miss it. But they're all pretty tight. I don't see no issues just yet. Good Lord Almighty. There we go. That's where it all began. Go up to the 429 and Mr. Paul Witt. Let's see if that is a net code or not. Well, I'm not going to get the right look, I can tell you that. Let's look at it and see. Mr. Paul Witt in the middle. See what happens right here. You see, he comes down just a little bit. And he's got to tangle up with Kirkland, and that's going to start the big mess. As you can see, Sebastian Marin over on his side going around and around. Took out a lot of good drivers once again. And they're all going to come down to the pits. Again, no green flag pit stop as of yet. And here they all come. Your race summary: 7 cautions, 16 lead changes. I can tell you right now, Mark Mann said, "The hell with this. I'm going to get fuel and I'm getting out of here." So he's going to lead these boys off for sure. Mark Mann, Mr. Kirkland, Delavecchia, Wilkinson, and Josh Milam. That's going to be your top 5. Gabe Butler will be 6, Overstreet 7, Dixon 8, Seabrands 9, 10, Mike Rumpkis. And if I get a chance to, which I'm going to, I am going to talk. Maybe he can enlighten us on what's happening here. Sebastian, Bobby in the booth, you got a copy.
Yeah, I got you.
I'll tell you what. Sum this race up so far with the drivers tonight in 2 words.
In 2 words, let's see. Oh man, I don't know. I would say more 1. I would say ridiculous. I can't think of 2.
I'm thinking freaking crazy.
yeah, that works. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, man. You've been on your side. You've been on your top. You've kind of been all over the place. You've had to use 1 fast repair, and you're a lap down now because of it. That last incident. But man, these guys there just, I don't know. I think they all should have a breathalyzer test before the race or something. Some of these guys might be a little anxious. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know if it's like a bit of a mixture of this Daytona and a few new guys. And I don't know what it is. It's been a little messy here and there. I was trying to stay out front to avoid the mess. And that last restart there, Dave didn't get a good start, and it got me. I lost a few spots, and I went to the third to try and get him back, and I got involved in that wreck. So just goes to shows you. I stayed out front all night, and as soon as I lose the lead, I get involved in the wreck. So it's a shame, but oh well. We can still try and recover, and hopefully it's a good finish.
Well, hey, we haven't seen a green flag pit stop yet, so you got that going for you.
Well, you might, because I think if we can do 5 to 6 laps there, I think you'll see quite a lot of people pit, because you
that
can't
short
make it
pit
to the end.
Yeah.
You can't make it to the end on fuel, but the pit window opens here soon. So,
well, hey, we're gonna be watching. Fingers crossed. And one of these days, you're gonna have to point out on the map where in the hell the Banana Republic is.
I got you.
All right.
Yep.
All right, brother. Try to keep the fenders on that thing, will you?
I will do.
All right. Always fun talking to Sebastian. Like I said, this kid is talented. Back to green flag racing, and here we go. Mark Mann's going to lead him down. Delavecchia is going to be up top. Dean Wilkinson, he's going to be the pushing on the bottom. And that 07, Josh Milam, he'll be pushing him up on top here. $27 laps to go. I was just about thinking about ordering a pizza. I don't know. Your polecat back here. Start of the race is your leader and the Skittles machine, currently in the 11th position. It says 14th, but he's in the 11th. Keeping an eye on him. BK Anderson, he's only had to use one fast repair, that's it. He's hanging out right now in the 13th position, working his way up front. Patrick Groover, way back here. Not sure why they're slowing down back here, but they are a little bit. But he's back in that 30th position there. So if he's in a 30th position, Sebastian Marin, who I just got done talking to, he's in the 32nd position. These guys running by themselves, it's going to be interesting. Riding on the roof with Minor, trying to crack the top 10. Now you're up with Mark Mann. Now at some point, if it stays green, it will get interesting, because they're going to come up on some lap traffic. And that's always a hoot to watch. If they don't get out of the way, they'll get ran over. Especially tonight. Butler slowly making his presence known. Now he's up here in the 8th spot. Watch that number 88 machine. A lot of good drivers. Well, we got trouble back here. The 54 goes for a heck of a ride already. And that's going to bring out a caution. Try to see where and what. I'm not sure. Right in this area here. Actually, it might be right up above them up here. And yep, there it is. As soon as I figure out, I think that might be, I'm not sure. That could be, yep, it is. Ain't gonna be able to see off the end of his nose, but we'll check it out. Something happened right here. You can see I thought the 42 was going to get into Paul Witt, but he didn't. Looks like Mr. Witt might have hit BK Anderson, and he wasn't quite square, perhaps. I don't know. It's what it kind of looked like anyway. I could be wrong. We'll watch it from this view. So, yep, he hits him right there in that left corner, not square, and that's going to send BK flying. All right, let's do a recap. 8 cautions, 22 lead changes. And you know I got to do it. Laps led. There's a few. But the pace car is doing a bang-up job. A little bit of trouble in the pits for a couple of those guys back there in the back. Jenkins trying to get into his pit, having issues. That's going to cost him a little bit. And there's your top 5 for right now. So it's been kind of a rough night tonight for the Super Speedway boys. A little antsy on the driving, a little crazy. But what's Super Speedway racing without a little drama and a few cautions, right? A couple of them anyway. That 75 machine, he's a lap down. And he's waiting so patiently to get his lap back. Once he crosses that start-finish line, he should be able to get it, and there he goes. Or maybe not. No, he's not. So he's completely out of the loop here. He's going to have to go back to the back where he belongs. He's back here to 28th spot. Milam on the bottom. And it looks like Della Vecchia should be up top. Or vice versa. Della Vecchia on the bottom, Milan up top. There they go. Now they got it together. Mark Mann will be pushing along with Mr. Seabrands, but you know what? Watch out for that 88. Currently in 5th place right here, Gabe Butler. You watch out for him, and you watch out for that 55 of Mr. Dean Wilkinson. Spoiler alerts right there, buddy, in the making. Just waiting for it. So what do you guys think? Who do you think's going to be able to pull this puppy off? We do have 21 more laps left. I think you got plenty of time to think about it. Back to green flag. Here we go. 21 laps to go. Super Speedway Kings. Go through the gears. Do not miss a gear. Don't spin your tires. If everybody can do that, we'll have a clean start, and it looks like we're going to have. Everything's looking good so far. Milam up top with Mr. Mann doing the pushing in the 04, your last season's champion. Picking his head up, going 3 wide. Changed his mind, I think, a little bit. That was the 55 of Wilkinson, I believe. There it goes. Wilkinson out, 3 wide. He's going to pick up Paul Witt. But he better hurry up because they're going backwards. They'll drop back in line back here. Milam on the bottom. Paul Witt taking a peek to go 3 wide again up against that wall. Right there, he's beside Overstreet. It's going to stick Overstreet right there in the middle. Riding with Overstreet as he gets into the 429 of Paul Witt. He's trying to hang on to it, and he does. Paul Witt's going to hang on to it, but he's going to drop like a rock in the lake. Got to put him all the way back here to the 15th spot. I don't know who got into who there. All I know is they both got into each other somehow, so. But no caution on it, believe it or not. Lap traffic staying down on the bottom, which is a good thing. So you got kind of a couple different things going on right here. You can see that first cluster of cars, and you got these 3 cats. And then behind him, you got these guys coming. As they single file out. If they stay single file and these guys continue racing side by side, they may be able to come up here and catch them. I don't think you're going to have to worry about it. I got a strong feeling we may see another caution before this race is over. Mark Man on the bottom, Josh Milan. He's doing all the pushing right here. Now, Mark Mann has not used the fast repair yet. He still has 2 of them left. Some of these guys are on borrowed time, I call it. They do not have any more fast repairs left. As you see, Milam shoves it all the way up top right in front of Butler. Now, Butler does not have any fast repairs left. He's used both of his. Milam goes up, gets the momentum, drops it right down in front of Mark Mann. The 411 machine, Tom Dixon, he's running on borrowed time as well. No more fast repairs for him. But these guys back here, they've got to stay single file right on each other if they want any chance to catch this cluster up front. You see them running off. They need to stay in line if they want to catch these guys. Now here's the kicker of this whole deal. They're going to have to come in for a quick pit stop here, I believe. I don't think they're going to make it all the way in fuel. So we may see our green flag pit stop. Sebastian Mayer might be right when I interviewed him. He said you just might get to see it tonight. Milam on the bottom, he started 10th. Whoa, Della Vecchia, he got a little loose right there going down that double yellow line. That's a butt pucker factor of about a 5 right there. Especially this close to the end of the race. You don't want to do anything to jeopardize you or anybody else. The league I used to be in when we would run, if a guy, whoever had caused the most mistakes or incidents in that particular race, they got stuck having to drive a caution tape paint scheme. It was hilarious. Let all your teammates and your competitors around you know where you're at all times. Big bright yellow thing. Milan, what a paint job on that thing. Look at it. I mean, that is sweet. Definitely a mirror chrome shine image. Butler up on that high line. Needing Kirkland to give him a better shove. And of course, Mark Mann's doing his job. He's not going to let him get in front of that 07. Whoa! Mark dropped down below the double yellow line. No harm, no foul there. Butler inching his way out in the lead here. Will they make it all the way, or will they have to stop? We'll see. They might make it all the way. I'm not quite sure. But you can see these guys back here caught up with them. Overstreet in the 46, the 14 of Bingle, Bergante, all these guys finally caught up with him. Edwards. There's Minor. And you can see some lap traffic up ahead. And that might be Sebastian Marin, I don't know. I'm not sure. He chooses to go high. That is Sebastian, I think. So he's going to stay out of the way. He's going to go way up high there. Nice gentleman's move for the young lad. Delavecchia has been doing a great job. He's been hanging around in the top 5 just about all night long. Nine to go this time by right here. And it seems like now is when you start, you kind of get the palms sweating just a little bit. Heart starts beating a tad bit more. You're thinking I've been at this for 2 hours, and it's getting real close. And every single one of these guys right up here in this cluster, they think they can win this from right where they're at. The question is who's going to make the move and who's going to go with them. Delavecchia inched out about a half a truck length right here. Seven to go at the line. Getting closer and closer with each other. Keeping these guys down low. Trying to do a little bit of that side drafting so you can bring that line back to you so they can't get ahead. Six to go at the line. I would say probably about 4 to go. You're just going to start seeing some crazy moves. They're going to stick it where it won't fit, but they're going to make it fit. It's kind of tough. just sitting back here in this position with C-Brands, and he's kind of stuck, nowhere to go. Just gonna have to ride it out. Two TW Motorsports teammates back here in the back. They may team up. Waiting to see if anybody's going to do a third line or not. 5 to go at the line. Now, when you get around to 2 to go or so, they will not let off the bumper. They will stay right on it. They don't care if they blow it up or not. They'll get it all the way hot to the point where it just about blows up when it crosses the finish line. That's when pushing and shoving really gets serious. Teammates, buddies, friends. Kind of gets thrown out the window. On the bottom, and he's going to stay right there. He will not move. It will be up to the 88 of Gabe Butler to try to push Delavecchia up there in front of him. Now you're going to start seeing a whole lot of moving around going on, trying to find a spot they can put it in. Waiting to see who's going to go 3 wide at some point. Three to go at the line right here. Are they going to be able to do it? Caution free. The rest of these cats back here, forget about it. The only thing they can do is pray for a caution right now. I've seen the first 2, 3, 4 trucks wreck each other. 5, 6, and 7 are going for a win. It can happen. It happens a lot. Sometimes they all wreck behind you, and your 1 and 2 guy fight for the win. Two to go right here at the line. Milam, Delavecchia. Paul Witt keeps it high. Out of the way. Not his night to be tonight. Remember when I said the hands start to get a little sweaty? Well, right now, they're soaking wet. Perspiration, sweat beads falling off your forehead. Whoa! Butler blinks for just a second. This is the final lap, white flag. Who's going to be able to handle it? Milan down on that bottom. Delavecchia is up top. Two great pushers behind him in Mann and Butler. If they make their move, they're going to make their move coming probably right out of turn 4. We'll see. Thinking about 3 wide for a minute, Kirkland jumps back in. And here we go. This is where it really gets crazy. Who's going to be able to inch this puppy out? And it looks like Milam's going to win this puppy with no problems whatsoever. What a race by Josh Milam. Mark Mann pushed him right into victory with ease right there. Congratulations on that push for sure. Right there's your top five. Milam, Mann, Dellavecchia, Seabrands, and Butler. Joshua Milam, and one of the coolest looking paint schemes I've seen in a while. As he brings it down into the front. And you can see it right here. And there he goes. He's going to burn it off right in the infield. Joshua Milam's going to come away with the win tonight on a crazy Super Speedway Kings night tonight. And I mean kind of crazy, too. Your race summary, 8 cautions, 24 caution laps, and 30 lead changes. We'll be right back. We're going to talk to 3 of these cats. Milam, Mark Mann, and Dellavecchia. That's the top 3. We'll chat with them. We'll see what they got to say about this race tonight. You guys stick around. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
We got big-time problems with that motor, buddy. Hey, just between you and me, the idea is to avoid the other cars. Congratulations! You just set the sport back 30 years with that move. That move will put you in the Hall of Shame. You keep doing stuff like that and we're going to lose our sponsor. Looks like that's it for us today. Now I know why you got canned by your old team. It's over. We can't fix that damage.
We've seen that right there one too many times tonight. That's right. The MaxspeedTV caution is out instant replay. Oh, boy, did we ever see it tonight. These cats are kind of crazy out here. We had 8 cautions, 24 caution laps, and 30 lead changes. And I'm not really sure, but if I do some digging, I'm kind of thinking that the pace cars led the most laps of the race tonight. It's a possibility. Talking to the third place man himself, Mr. Dellavecchia. Talk to me.
Hey, Bobby, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good, pal. You ran up front most of the time. You was able to stay out of that carnage that was happening behind you. You had a really good night tonight, man.
I did. I qualified well and just tried to keep it up front. And luckily, everything happened in my mirror, except for like 1 or 2 things, and I just swerved out of the way. But everything was in my mirror, and came out with a good night. I got Gabe was pushing his guts out at the end. I'm sure he was so hot, but it was a great finish.
Well, hey, congratulations on a 3rd place finish. Who do you want to thank before I let you get out of here?
Oh, I'd like to thank you, of course, for putting on a great show for us. I'd like to thank my teammates, all the boot knockers. Gabe, thank you again for pushing me. And, of course, Jimmy Crow for putting this on every week for us.
Sure, Jimmy got out really early in this race. I don't know if something happened or what.
Yeah, no, he had his. I think his son was coming in town, so
Yeah,
he wanted-
something happened. He bugged out. That's normally not like him. So, but
Yeah.
anyway, it might
Yeah.
as well that he did bug out of here because you know.
Yeah, I said that mid race and in the channel. I was like,
He
Jimmy's
likes-
gone, right?
He likes these clean races. I mean, he takes pride in the clean races.
He
So,
does. You
All
know,
right.
the guys here tonight, they were all really trying hard. Daytona's a tough track to run 3 wide, and SSK is always 3 wide. So
you betcha. Take care, buddy. We'll see you next week.
buddy.
Congratulations. Oh, Mark, man. Talk to me, Mark. How you doing, buddy?
Bobby in the lobby. What's up, brother?
Not much. Taking a look at your car. A little beating and banging going on.
Oh yeah, that
And
was
you
post
did
race.
not. You did not use any of your fast repairs. That's remarkable.
I did not. I had to avoid a number of wrecks tonight. But
Well,
like,
I watched you. I did some instant replays with you, and I'm pretty sure you had a butt pucker factor of about a 9 or a 10 a couple times tonight in this race.
yeah, I think I won the Dude Wipes award. I mean,
Everybody won that.
yeah, I think so. You know, it was a little bit messy there, but you know, SSK always comes through at the end, and you know, we had 6 of us up there, really battling hard at the end. That was fun running with Gabe and Joe and Rick and Josh. That was pretty awesome, man.
Last season's champion you are. Here you are, second place in this, getting some more points build up underneath you, trying to make it 2 in a row. Pretty awesome. Mara joined in the YouTube out here. She's a little bit late, and I'm glad she was kind of late because I'm sure she'd have got a little nervous with all those real close calls that you were having. I got to tell you, man, I don't know what you got for luck, but whatever it is, you better have it for the next race because I think I counted at least 3 or 4 that I don't know how you missed not being tangled up in there.
Well, I can't qualify like these guys. They get up there and they avoid a lot of the early ones. So you kind of have to get lucky early. And that's the way it goes in super speedways. I mean, if you're 10th on back, you know, you make a decision whether to stay in the gaggle or try to get in the back, and hopefully somebody doesn't run you over. If, you know, hopefully they check up. But I don't know. I had a lot of fun, you know, chatting with my teammates and TeamSpeak. You know, that's what it's all about. Hanging out on a Tuesday night, got you broadcasting, got Jimmy hosting. You know, where would I rather be right now?
If Jimmy's watching any of this broadcast, I'm pretty sure Jimmy's drinking.
Little turkey, little wild turkey.
Well, congratulations, pal. Got points. That's what we want. You're going to try to double down, make it 2 championships in a row. So good luck, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, man. Thanks, Bobby. Thanks,
Oh,
Jimmy.
by the way, yeah, who do you got to thank? Make sure you get everybody in there. I don't want to miss you out on that one.
Thank you, Bobby, for broadcasting. Good win to
yeah.
Josh, my teammate over here on Tuesday nights, and Rick behind me pushing. And thank Mara and wish her dad well. You know, we're heading to a big antique show tomorrow, so I got to be up at the crack of dawn. Look forward to that. Yeah, you know.
Is Mara going with you?
Oh yeah. We both took the day off. We'll go out to Massachusetts tomorrow to Brimfield and
Nice.
see if I can spend a ton of money on crap that I don't need.
That's the American way, isn't it?
Absolutely.
All right, brother. Good luck. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Thanks, brother.
All right. All right, Josh, talk to me.
How's it going, man? Doing all right?
I'm doing great. Actually, you're doing better than I am because you won this puppy.
I am doing great right now, man. Never really come out to and expect to win these, but because I don't show up every week, but I somehow managed to make it happen.
Well, you made it happen. Now, listen, I don't want to make you upset or disappoint you, but I will say that the pace cars led more laps than you did. I'm just saying, okay?
That's absolutely fine with me, man. I led the last one, and that's all that matters for tonight.
You're absolutely correct. That is the only one that matters. Now, I've got to ask you, who painted that truck?
Dude, I don't even know. Some guy I found it on Trading Paints. Slick paint job. I've been running it for months now.
I absolutely love that paint job.
I wish I could shout the guy out who did paint it, because I definitely would. But he does have some slick paint jobs, and if I'm ever in the booth again, I'll try to have that for you the next time.
Try to have that for me next time, and I'll give him a plug, because I'm telling you what, that is one of the slickest paint jobs I think I've seen in a while.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It looks really good. But hey, nice job. You're up there quite a bit tonight up in the front, top 5 or so, doing a lot of pushing. I know you're one of those guys that absolutely loves to push. You're good at it. You love it. And, well, this time they pushed you.
Yep. Like I managed to stay out of trouble. I somehow dodged all these wrecks. Still had a fast repair in my back pocket just in case. Came out up front and had Mark there on my rear to push me the whole way, man. And we were running max tapes, so I know he was burning up, cooking it, and that's all we were talking about the whole way, trying to find ways for him to cool it. And he did a great job. Uh, but it was a great win. It was awesome coming here and win.
Well, congratulations, my friend. Getting the points is what you want to do. That's cool. But, man, winning with all these guys, I mean, come on. There's a lot of talent out here, man. And you showed them all what was what tonight. So, congratulations. Who do you want to thank for letting you get out of here?
Definitely the guys in my team speak tonight. Getting to race with them, man, it's a pleasure to race with those guys. They're all champions, all winners, all good people, and it's good to hang out with them. Definitely got to thank Mark Mann, and he don't give himself enough credit. He has no ego at all. You talk good about him, man. He's like whatever. But he's a great racer and is a great super speedway racer, and he deserves all the credit and all the acknowledgement for any time he finishes. It's well deserved. But thanks to you in the booth. It's fun watching you. All the people that come out and watched, and Jimmy Crow for having me, and all the guys out there racing tonight.
Well, congratulations, pal. You're the winner tonight. Super Speedway Kings. Josh Milam comes out on top, shows these boys the muscle tonight. Josh, you take care of yourself, and hopefully we'll catch you next week, buddy.
All right, Bobby. We'll see you again.
Alrighty. One crazy night tonight. Your winner, Josh Milam. Eight cautions, 24 caution laps with 30 lead changes. Appreciate everybody that hung out with us out here and watched this. Of course, we appreciate the drivers racing as hard as they do. Like I said, all of these guys think they can win this thing. That's why they race as hard as they race. And you know what? It doesn't get any better than this if you want to watch Super Speedway racing. You watch Super Speedway Kings. You guys take care of yourself out on YouTube. Appreciate everybody out there hanging with me tonight. Come back next Tuesday night. They'll be at it hard again. In the meantime, Bobby with all the freaking hobbies coming at you. MaxspeedTV. I'm out of here. You guys take care.